Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Frostpunk 2. Now we are finally rather stable on fuel, food, materials, goods and housing. Just as the new whiteout is coming in. That doesn't mean though that with these things positive we have everything under control. Quite the opposite is actually happening right now. You might not see it at first, but we are having deep trouble. No, it's not the whiteout, it is my tension. It is continuing to rise. Tensions will cause riots, will disable my districts, will cause people to fight against each other, will cause deaths and ultimately the collapse of your town or city. In this case here, it's being severely increased by crime, disease and squalor. Now we are already going for the fighting hub right now. In 5 weeks I'm going to be able to finish it. This will reduce the tension in areas, in housing areas around it, right? So this is the first step. Way more important though is my squalor right now, because squalor makes people sick, it makes them unhappy, it increases my sickness rate. And in this case here, what we have right now is that's the pollution of the industry zones, right? And we don't have anything right now that works against squalor. So it's just being increased. So the air pollution in my city is going up, up and up. And for this, we have actually attack, and that's the filtration towers. This is something I would like to queue in right away. We have then once again several options here. It is going to significantly decrease squalor. It will cost me some heat and lots of workforce, but it hopefully will do something about it. So this is another one of my goals. Now let's quickly check out my fuel colony there again. What we can see is already the fuel colony already is in the whiteout, right? So it's already happening here as we're speaking, and that means that I need to also get rid of the oil again that we're sending over to Sleepy Hollow, because right now we're having a negative oil here of 200. I don't want to have my people dying here, right? So we're going to make it so that we have a positive oil surplus again in this colony here. What's happening here though? Let me just check it out. There it is. Fuel colony. This is equal now, right? Let's transfer this over. So here we have heating again. And I think I don't need to do anything else in my fuel colony during this whiteout. It's a small colony, a few people, there's no crime here, they have food, they have houses, they have no goods at the moment, but that's about it. The whiteout is about to hit Sleepy Hollow, there it is, it's coming closer now. And in this case here, have we prepared for everything here? As we can see, we are dramatically losing the oil now that we got from the fuel colony, right? So we are running out of oil actually in 14 weeks from now. This is severe. The coal is full. I don't think it will last. So let's reduce the food district there again to something that I can afford. So actually, we can turn it off, right? Turning it off saves me some heat again. I can also do the same thing for my material district. I can turn it down by 1. I might also once again turn off completely my logistic zones. There is unfortunately, as far as I know, no button that makes me do this instantly. I would love that. I haven't also found anything in my keyboard overview or key bindings. So in this case, I need to do this manually, unfortunately. The materials I can't afford to tone down, even though we could, right? 60 negative still gives me 125 weeks. The fighting hub has been finished. That's super nice. Let's actually build this one. Tension in the neighboring districts is decreased. And here we actually affect 4 housing districts. That's a pretty nice fighting hub over here. Let's go immediately also for the filtration tower now. Now we got the moss filtration tower. Structure that circulates the imbibed air through natural moss that absorbs and filters impurities. Or we go with the ventilation. High-powered mechanical fans. Has a higher heat demand. Here squall is just decreased. Here it is significantly decreased. So I think this is better. It costs a bit more workforce, but that's about it. Let's go for the moss filtration, because workforce is not an issue that we have. Fighting hub number 1. I would like to build another one right away. Over here we probably can do this, and we affect another 3 districts with this as well. And can I build a third one, please? We have the prefabs, we have the heat stamps. Let's build a third one somewhere over here. That's another few housing districts, right? Getting that tension lower is super important. We are only endorsed by machinists right now. There's the storm. And we're working another week on the oil, and then it's the coal. Let's activate once again overdrive. Let's hope that it does something. I don't want to do the emergency shift though, for now. Because we are already pretty low on the trust level. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50 weeks it will last. We still work on oil. We have bought us another week with the oil. At least for now. Food is drastically going down. 68 weeks. Yeah, that's something we can do. We're getting the brittle wood whiteout this time around. Material production will be way more difficult. So we may run out of materials actually in 15 weeks already. It's crazy. There's nothing I can do about the material shortage that we're about to face though. Fighting hubs are coming. The research moss filtration tower is also nice. And we are about to run out of oil now. There it is. And now we're working on the coal. For 40 weeks it will only last. 36 weeks. This is not enough. This is problematic. Yes. Let's go for emergency. I hate it. Because we're losing all our trust with that. It's still 35 weeks only. What's going on? Let's turn down the goods. Because we can survive a bit with the goods factory. 36 weeks still. Yeah, the material demand kicks in. Heat demand will greatly increase. We're now at negative 100 degrees. I seriously don't know what else to do here right now. We are running out of heat. Yeah. Can we tone down a bit more on the food? We can survive with the food for 63 weeks. This one's disabled already. And this one here. 63 weeks still? It seems... Oh, that's a housing district, sorry. Where's my food district? There it is. 44 weeks, that will be a close one, but it's possible. 38 weeks we get out of that. I might need to activate the emergency shift again. Yeah, let's do this. Out of trust now. We got 43 weeks of heating with that. Don't forget that the overdrive though is not going to last us forever. 26%. We can only hope that the whiteout ends sooner in the fuel colony, so we can send over the oil here, right? That would help us out. Right, so if it ends here, we need to be super quick about it. Send the oil over again right away. The wear and tear also destroys us here. Sickness is already pretty high. I'm still going to activate my excessive fertilization to save up on more food. Whoosh. 4 weeks for the materials, then it's out. Ladies and gents, I think we hit a turning point. I don't think we can survive this whiteout. 40 weeks of fuel is left, but fuel is the least of my problems now. If we run out of materials, all the other districts will suffer. Moss filtration tower, that's my squalor. We have no tension though, right? The greatly decreased tension by my fighting hubs in my housing districts. So there's no need right now to do anything else. No tension whatsoever. That's actually also a new thing. It will rise though once we're running out of materials. Yeah, it's still 40 weeks for the whiteout to end. Also still here. And there we are, out of materials with that. 560 districts are now without materials. That's affecting also my oil. Why is it taking so long? Seriously. Still also have that one here. There's really not that much else I can do right now other than watch, because the Frostlands are not working for the time being. All my districts are now at minimum capacity or overdrive. I wouldn't know anything else right now. We can research, of course. And I'm going on to work on better tech now. So we have the advanced pump jacks here. That's something we need for the fuel. But since fuel is not really the biggest problem right now, I'm actually inclined to go with the advanced hothouses we have already. We have the advanced sawmill. So I still need to implement them, by the way. And then there's the good stuff, right? There's the foundries, the goods factory. What is the foundry doing? Factory where silica sand is utilized to smelt iron ore into materials. And this gives me 200 material output. That is a bit better than a sawmill, right? The sawmill is 170 materials. So the foundry is quite a bit more. And it can be even boosted further by using more heat to 250 materials. I think though, I'm going with the silica foundry. There's also a new hub that we can go with, the maintenance hub, that significantly reduces the material demand of neighboring districts. Yes, let's go with this first, because the material demand is not getting any better in the future. Next hack, and then it's probably the upgrade to my oil. Okay, food district has been damaged. We have the filtration towers now, by the way, in the housing district. Reducing the squalor. There it is. It costs me what exactly? 20 heat. Yeah, it's not the best time to increase my heat consumption. Heat demand. But let's start with one in the housing district, right? Right here in the center of all my housing districts, we can build one. I think this is a very important tech. Squalor is catastrophic. Generator overdrive, critical levels now, 83%. Squalor has been reduced to severe only now, thanks to that moss filtration tower. So that's at least something. And it's all about the generator now, 90%. Yeah, this is, we still have 20 weeks left. This will be catastrophic, honestly. Let's shut it down. We're at 2,400 coal, and with that we only have 7 more weeks of fuel. There will be 1.5 weeks without heating. How's my fuel colony looking? It's also still engulfed. But there's an end coming now, as far as I can see. So perhaps it's ending here sooner. Oh god. This is really not good anymore. At least the food will survive us, I think. The maintenance hub has been finished. That's something for after the storm, if we survive that long. Next on the tech, definitely something with heating. So we have the generator upgrade. We may want to go now. We also have the heater dispatcher. So this actually reduces the heat in the surrounding area. The base heat demand, right? It's not a bad idea. It's not something that's super bad, but I think I would rather work on the pump checks first, so that we get more oil out. Squalor is significantly increased. Actually, I don't care about this if we get just the filtration tower out. We need more oil. I'm going with that tag. 4 weeks left. Can we activate the overdrive once more? I'm doing it once more. It's going to be another week here that we can survive with that. Every week counts right now. At 90%, we activate the overdrive again. We're getting some damages here that I can still easily repair with the prefabs. This one. 900 died from generator malfunctions. Trust is completely out now. It's deactivated. 99%. One more week of heat. And there it is. Out of fuel. That whiteout lasts forever. And I can't do anything about it. You must raise trust to avoid a vote of confidence. We have 50 weeks left. That's an ultimatum that we face. Out of materials, out of food now, out of heat. Out of goods now soon as well. Minor diseases though still. Squalor is notable but not severe. Food is still absent, but it's going to kick in now soon. Okay, this one's out of the whiteout again, so I might just now go in and send some oil again over to Sleepy Hollow. There it is. That's a bit more heat now that we produce again, right? So it's now equal. Very good. Because this still works through the whiteout. I'm pleased to report. Let's activate the overdrive again to solve the heat problem for now. There it is. And the whiteout is over. Okay. Now we need to get things back on track again. That city was very close to collapse now. Okay, let's activate the food districts again. We need to repair them first for this, of course. Food is positive. Fuel is coming in again, so everybody's heated. Now we're working on the material. That is over here. Materials are coming in again. And with that, we need to repair also now my goods factory. There it is. To have a positive good surplus again. I think the other material over here. Let's push it up again. Not too much. There it is. Shoo! Alright. It's still a bit of a heating problem there. Let's disable the emergency shifts. To restore some trust again. Hope that's somehow possible. Let's repair what still we have left. That overdrive is off, right? Because it's still showing a symbol here. It's off. Oil is coming in. We have everything positive again. Why is the heat still not there? What's going on with my heat levels? This is not working. It's working. Oh, I know. We still have the whiteout, and yeah, over here the fuel is still not coming in, right? It's still disabled by the fuel, by the storm. Where can we get more? Ah, and also we need to activate the extraction zone again. This works again. 40 Frostland teams and 40 Frostland teams. And let's... Ooh, okay. I think I also found something new. And that is, we should probably not deactivate the extraction zones in the storm, because the trade routes with the oil don't work then. So I think we crippled ourselves here with deactivating the extraction zone in the storm. I should monitor this a bit more closely in the next whiteout. Because this is working again, right? We're getting the oil now back again. It's looking good now on the fuel, but it's still not enough. So the pump checks, the better ones are coming out now. Can I still do something over here? We still have the ability to build now the houses here, right? I just need to get something over. Check it out. Extraction. Hydraulic pump check. 20 material demand increase. 400 workforce increase. But I will get another 80 oil out of this. Or I'm just waiting for the advanced one to build me one of these. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're also almost out of workforce. I may consider activating my law again to allow outsiders into the city. With the productive outsiders only though, I think. Yeah, let's allow outsiders in again. And who could we promise something with? The machinists are very strong, but we are already almost endorsed by them. The forgers are probably my go here. Heat recycling, that's a pretty good one. I don't need the prefabs. Pathfinder Scout, research and hold the vote on that. Or advanced biowaste hothouse. That's something we need soon anyway. So I may as well just go for it now, but I don't have the workforce. Let's go with the law, heat recycling. Yeah. Let's hope that this doesn't lead to more problems. But reducing the heat demand by all my housing districts in a storm will be tremendous help. Okay, we're allowing outsiders again, so we should be getting some waves in again. Don't forget, we still don't have all the housing districts activated, so we have room to fiddle around here. And my food is also not working to full capacity yet, so there we have still plenty of room to work with now. A new law is in effect. Increase the trust levels, yeah, that's something I don't have. Fighting hub we have, air transport we have. Squalor is where? It's diminishing, it's still going down, very good. The same now with the diseases, it's also going down because of that. And crime is also going down because we have the goods demand again met, at least for now. That's all okay. Trust. We have a lot of heat stamps. I could fund some projects, right? Like with the foragers, giving them something. I could make a promise to someone that I fulfill, because that would also give me something. Let's fund the machinists, because we're very close with them to being endorsed. And let's also fund the venturers to get them on better terms again. It's getting colder already again. -70. Doesn't particularly make me happy. Okay, we're down to 95 coal only now. Where should we get that? The advanced pump tech is coming out soon. So we have then 3 districts we can fortify with that. That research is about to be finished. Oh, die with the machines. Reduces my trust again. This is really biting us right now. There it is. With that, we have fulfilled the promise and the trust has been restored. Very good. Also, heat recycling would be the next promise that we had. So let's go ahead with this right away. There it is. And there's the promise for this. We just need to research it, right? I think we just need to research it. Which is an easy one. Menders begin to protest. We need to construct the Pleasure Commons. Another one, I think. So let's promise this. I mean, they're not even having any fervor, right? So they shouldn't be protesting, but what? Who am I? Pleasure Commons, 400 workforce. We don't have that. Let's hope someone joins us. 50 Frostland teams. Let's continue. Let's get us some survivors in, honestly. I think there is a new scout area that we finished. That's coal. Stockpile for coal and materials. That's not bad. And there's the coal one, okay? There's survivors. Is that right? That's 1,400 people. I don't know which faction, right? They can be any faction. Let's get them over. And I still have 45 more. There we have something else. Coal again. And 25,000 food stockpile. Let's get this immediately. And let's continue with the next expedition here. Still 15 left. I want to really use everything that I have available right now. Let's also get this oil trail. It's connected. And get this going too. We really need to stockpile more. It's crazy how low we are on these things. There's my advanced pump check. And look at that. It costs me no more workforce. Costs me a bit more heat stamps. A core. We have 11 cores. And it produces 3 times, almost 3 times the oil output. Right? That's pretty great. It increases though my squalor. So we probably will need to build another filtration tower for this too. But that's a super nice upgrade here. And I would like to build me one of these here too. Over there. Right? We can afford it. We have the workforce. And we have the cores. That's going to be a whole lot more oil now coming in. There, it's finished. And let's activate the trade route here right away. Yeah. Let's actually keep some 50 available here to stockpile something in my fuel colony too. I don't want to exaggerate. By the way, yeah, we can build another one. We have the workforce. Out of those 3,000 people, that's very good. We just need a few more materials coming in from Sleepy Hollow. So let's increase that here a bit. It will be a bit more after finishing that one. And with that, we just need to ramp it up on my machine district again a bit. On the other one. There it is. We'll be positive again. Very good. And we still have one more step to work on this. But for now, there's a lot of oil coming in now. And we are also finishing that one here. It's actually less than I thought. There's still one more being built, right? Yeah, there's still one more being built. There it is. That's a lot. Let's do this as well. More materials again. Oh, this is getting tight. Okay, let's keep this one. And more oil. Yeah, perfect. That's a surplus now. 400 oil in Sleepy Hollow. Very good. So we can really stockpile. And there's a temperature increase now coming in. So we can stockpile a bit more. Can I build the pleasure commons now, please? We got the survivors in. Let's build another pleasure commons. Somewhere here in the center. We are now not researching anything. No active research. Ah, the research district is deactivated. No chance for me of doing anything here. The Manda's demand has been met and the protest is going away. At least that is something. Law-wise, there was still something else we can do. Allow the outsiders is fine for me. The funerals, oh, we have that. Okay, trust resulting from deaths is decreased. Nothing else we can do here. Yeah, and no one would like to increase my rule. So we have no support right now in the city. That's just how it goes. Those protests need to end though. There it is. Trust goes up again with that. Protests are over. And we continue with the research. 10 weeks for the recycling. And we have 15 weeks left on the promise. So this actually will be on time. You negotiate with the Menders, causing the venturers to radicalize. Alright. The machinists don't endorse us. There's nothing I can do right now to de-radicalize them. I could promote the venturers though. This will de-radicalize them. Let's do this actually. The Menders will not like it so much, so I could also promote them. Okay. This actually immediately cancels out the venturers again. Super interesting. I think I'm actually doing it a bit wrong here. I'm boosting those radical factions where I should be boosting the more neutral factions, right? The machinists and the foragers especially. I could give them some money to improve my relationship with the foragers again. This might be something. And of course, building more hubs is also something that we can do. So we have the fighting hub already built. Yeah, next up would be probably then the Squalor hub. The fighting is only doing it for the tension. Let's also stockpile a bit more, by the way. So let's get the material deposit here, connected with my skyway. That's just one. And with that, we have it instantly in the city now then too. So there's 200 materials coming in. For the next whiteout, I would really like to be full on coal, oil, material, food and goods, right? This will be difficult to achieve though. We can ramp it up on the goods again. It's just equal then, unfortunately. So another industry district will also be needed now, unfortunately. And why is food going down? Because we got another wave of survivors. So let's activate this food district here. And yeah, actually, you know what? Let's get up to the maximum for this. Finding a food colony will be my next target, by the way. We have a fuel colony. The food colony is my next target. We need to get a permanent source of food from outside. And I haven't found that yet. We're about to explore this area. There's just one point of interest. And it's materials. That is very disappointing. Massive... Wasn't there a massive source of food somewhere up here? No, there's nothing here. Possible findings. No food. Oil, okay. That would be more fuel, at least. There would be food possible. Let's send someone over. and get this one going as well for us. What I can see already is that this game is unforgiving even in the mid-game, whereas in Frostpunk 1 I felt pretty confident mid-game onwards. Here I'm still feeling pretty much under tension all the time, right? It always feels like I'm just barely surviving by. It always feels like there just needs to be one inconvenience more and the whole thing could collapse. That's how it feels right now. Another industry zone will drastically increase my heat demand again. So building those heating hubs will be important. Also the heat recycling is about to be finished. Promise fulfilled, trust is rising, perfect. And with that, we can lower the heat demand now in the housing districts then. And there is also another very important thing that I would like to research right away. It wasn't the hubs, right? We have the air transport, the rail hub, communication, surveillance hub. There was the crime reduction. There it is, trust increase, communications hub. Let's go ahead and do this. This will be very important for the storms to come. I can still upgrade this one here to another advanced fracturing pump check. And by the way, those 3.5 million oil will already be out in 1000 weeks. So it's not endless, right? Unfortunately. I wonder where we get all the oil then permanently from. Yeah, I should build another moss filtration as well. Let's do this in the other side of my city, over here. To reduce the squalor in these districts. I'm just equal now on the goods, right? Output 185, demand 185. It's really just totally on par here.
Every citizen is entitled to a
Yeah, let's build the next district. I'm going to do this here. Workforce requirement reduction, heat demand increase, and also this one here. Let's merge them together. Oh, no, it should be fine. There it is. Let's build the second industry zone now. There's no way around that. Coming over here. The materials are coming in now from outside too. So we have a bit of a surplus there, but just barely, right? Let's stockpile materials with this industry zone now. No whiteout on the horizon, but we're getting a permanent negative 70 degrees next. That's something to keep in mind. So we will further lose heat. Communications hub. And where is my heat reduction hub? Heating hub, there it is. Heat demand in the neighboring districts is reduced. This is super important. It will cost me 100 workforce each, but we have that. And 25 materials. That's the bigger problem. Actually, at this point, I'm also considering the material colony, even though I don't like it. And yep, also, we're running out of that massive oil deposit that we had up here. So that will also add, once again, I can still counter it with this coal deposit there. That we probably should get in as well. So far so good. Week 651, we survived. It's looking a bit more stable again, but I'm super scared of the next whiteout. And I don't know if we can prepare for this enough. The last one was almost devastating. We'll see. Stay tuned.